Hi there, guys. Well, as you can see, I've got my Mr. British style hat and shades on today. Um, I just thought I'd do that because I had quite a laugh about that in London, and it's a subject that always gets brought up on British Channel and elsewhere, you know. And so, as a tribute to you, Brit, I've wore the shades and hat today. Um, Yeah, so it was great meeting the Resistance Radio crew in London, and the whole experience for me in London was incredible, especially the Hyde Park, which I think I've posted most of that footage now. In fact, all the Hyde Park connected stuff is up there now. I've got bits and pieces from the squat to post at a later date, but because it's not directly connected with it, I won't bother posting it at the moment. I'll just leave it and let these videos sink in, because if you keep posting videos every day for too long, people get bored with it. So I will do that. And as most of you know, the Resistance Radio crew know, because I told them, I lived in Westminster for the first couple of days I was in London, and a couple of nights. I actually stayed in Westminster because I'd read an article about the homeless getting some serious harassment, and being homeless in the past myself, because I squatted for years in London, so I was always classed as homeless. And I actually did stay on the streets sometimes, when we were kicked out of squats, and the squatting laws changed and stuff like that. So I decided to go down there and turn up a couple of days early just to do that. So I've got some footage from that. But I was meant to meet a Canadian lady the same day as we were having the march to Hyde Park. Excuse me. And I didn't catch up with her, and I got caught up in the whole Hyde Park occupation, so I never really got around to doing that. So it's not going to be as big as I first wanted it to be, but I will do some vlogs to fit in with it, to put over my viewpoint on it, And I spoke to loads of homeless, and they get grief. These guys just get prodded in doorways by the police during the night, and they get told to move on. And they're like, well, where are we supposed to move on to? And they're like, well, just move to the next doorway. As long as you've moved, we've done our job. Which I think is just totally ridiculous, So I'm going to be highlighting my opinions on that, and showing you the footage of where I lived on the street in Bedford Street and around the Strand. So I hope that turns out okay. I've not looked at all the footage from that yet either, but I'll start looking at it next week. Yeah. So, and the other thing I wanted to speak about was the royal wedding coming up. Which is a complete and utter farce. I can't believe that the British public, well, the bankers are completely bringing on this world fucking collapse, and people are interested in this as two twats getting married. Basically, that's what I said on Facebook earlier. Two fucking twats getting married. That's more interesting than the fact that your fucking family might be out on the street in a couple of years, or you might lose your job. I mean, it's just completely crazy. So yeah, for you guys that are going down there to do your stuff to disrupt that, make sure you're doing it for the right reasons. And don't go down to London and just go and disrupt the royal wedding because it's cool to disrupt the royal wedding. Do it for the right reasons and highlight the reasons why you're doing it. So and Charlie Veitch was on the news. I saw that CNN video, and I think that was brilliant. Good on you, Charlie. And yeah. So get all the guys, UK Uncut, and the other groups, and just go and do your thing and disrupt it as much as you can. I'd love to see it getting stopped. I know, some of the groups that were at Hyde Park on the Saturday, and some of them said to the Sunday, excuse me, I've got a bad throat here, I've been smoking too much lately. Some of the groups that were there on Sunday, like Chris Knight and his little crew, they fucking left us in the lurch at Hyde Park because they took away the big marquee tent, and they took away a lot of other stuff that could have been used by people coming onto the site. So I know they're going to be doing something, but watch out for them guys. There's just something dodgy about them. And I spoke to Dom, and he kind of opened my eyes a bit about these people. So be careful if you come across them. Resistance Radio crew, I know you guys are going to be there, so do your best. And it was a pleasure meeting you guys in London. Commonly known as Dom, you're a diamond, and David and Sarah, and all the other guys that were there. I can't remember everybody's names offhand, you know. But I got phone numbers. In fact, I phoned David at the where was it? I think Trafalgar Square last night. He was on his mobile, and he's got it's now the Trafalgar Square Lawful Rebellion, which is incredible. I hope that works out for you, David and Dom and you guys. So yeah, that's all I wanted to say for today, and feel free to make opinions about my Mr. Brit Got Up. It's a tribute to you, Brit. I'll see you later, guys. Take care.